Live and on demand from the WNY News Now studios in downtown Jamestown. This is News Now at noon.
And thanks for joining us for News Now at Noon, TGIF, everybody. I'm Justin Gould.
And I'm Matt Hummel. Now at noon, police have a suspect in custody following a yesterday afternoon stabbing in the city.
And UPMC Chautauqua official, will be retiring at the end of this year. Details on that coming up. But first, we check in with Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter, who's standing by in the First Defense Weather Center. Hey, Dakota, happy Friday to you.
Oh, I'm sorry, I talked over you again. I keep doing that all the time. But happy Friday, everybody. We made it to the end of another work week. And hey, it's the Christmas parade tonight. We'll talk about that in just a second. Where did we top out yesterday? Well, the high yesterday was 28 degrees. We bottomed out at 24 this morning. Again, this is still below average. We should be in the lower 40s this time of the year. And some of it will be returning over the weekend. So as we take a look at the radar, we really have nothing returning on the radar. Just a few little specks of snow down to our south and maybe just a few light snow flurries that are not being detected on the radar. But for the most part, it'll be mainly a dry day. So here is the forecast for the parade tonight. Because there's going to be more clouds, the temperatures aren't going to drop too much, so we're going to be into the lower 30s or the mid-30s throughout much of the parade. There is a slight chance for a rain or snow shower early, and then it all should clear out of here by the time we go to 7 and 9 o'clock. So it should be all good for the parade. And again, the snow that we've had is going to be good for the ski slopes. Again, the only one still open right now is Holiday Valley. I think the other one's open in about a week or two. And this was just updated this morning, 6 to 21 inch bases with a machine groomed surface. So get out there, enjoy the snow if you can, because some of it will be melting as we go through the weekend with that warm up, but it's not going to last long. We'll talk about it with that quick solution 7-day later on in the show. Jay and Matt.
Already, Dakota, looking forward to it. One person is in custody following a stabbing yesterday afternoon near the corner of Faulkner and Bowen Streets. Jamestown Police Captain Robert Samuelson tells WNY News Now that more information will be released today, including the name of the suspect. But Samuelson said the suspect is charged with second-degree assault. There's no word as to the current condition of the suspect, although Samuelson said yesterday that the victim was receiving treatment for the stab wound at UPMC Chautauqua.
And state police say a Faulkner man exited a vehicle and attempted to prevent a trooper from questioning the driver following a traffic stop yesterday afternoon. 66-year-old Ronald Eddy reportedly continued to try to interfere in the stop, and he was then placed under arrest. Police say during that time he physically resisted that arrest. Eddy was arrested, arraigned, and released on his own recognizance to appear in the Ellicott Town Court. The driver was finally issued a ticket in that stop.
Betsy Wright, president and CEO of UPMC Chautauqua, will retire at the end of the year after serving as the hospital's president for 20 years. UPMC Chautauqua Board President Steve Kilburn says Wright leaves a legacy to be proud of. Kilburn says she has been instrumental in maintaining high levels of employee engagement, community support, and a quality relationship with officials locally and at the state and national levels. With more than 35 years of healthcare experience, Wright has been recognized repeatedly as one of Western New York's most influential people by Buffalo Business First. Now, Brian Durnick, a current president of UPMC Northwest, will serve as interim president. Durniak has been a senior healthcare leader for more than 20 years and has served as VP of Operations for Northwest and the Vice President of Human Resources for UPMC's Northern Pod.
Wright has done a lot in the city of Jamestown with WCA Hospital, now called UPMC Chautauqua Hospital. One of the most recent things they were showing footage from was from that beam raising ceremony that they held with the new area above the emergency section. So certainly wish her well in her retirement, and we'll see going forward kind of who they choose to fill that spot. The thing with UPMC Chautauqua Hospital is that it's a rural hospital, so sometimes they face a number of challenges with funding and things like that because they don't have a number of patients that you'd see elsewhere. So congratulations, Betsy, and hopefully you enjoy your retirement. Wanted to talk about the story that we had at the top with the stabbing near Bowen and Falconer Streets yesterday. Obviously, police in the area of Peach and Bowen when our cameras were there. Still no word as to why this occurred. Obviously, the person who was injured is seeking treatment, and police are, as we reported on our web story yesterday, a number of people were taken into custody from a scene that you see here just blocks away. So hopefully police will be able to give that update. We're hoping they'd have it before noontime here. If they do give it to us while we're on the air, we'll of course break in and I'll let you know. But certainly, we haven't had a situation like this as reported mass in a while, Matt, that something like this. So.
Well, I mean, I thought it was interesting. I mean, in full disclosure, yesterday, everyone, Justin and I were on scene.
Yeah, right.
I joined Justin about halfway through. Oh, no worries. But halfway through, I joined you, and Justin and I both looked at each other and were like, wait a minute. What's going on here? What's going on?
Right, it seems strange because there was kind of almost two different things.
Well, yeah, there was one on Blanchard and then one down at Falconer and Bowen. Right. And it turns out, according to Police Captain Robert Samuelson, and as we reported, the stabbing happened over on Falconer and Bowen, and then the group migrated over to Blanchard. And of course, only one person is in custody. Originally, I think it was 3 people, right, detained?
Yeah.
Originally, but one is charged. But yeah, it's not often you hear that kind of migration, and I was confused.
Right. So certainly, hopefully, we'll have some answers for you as the show kind of progresses here, and into the afternoon, of course, we'll have much more on it. Next year, life expectancy average across the country, it's down. We'll tell you why coming up.
And later, Dakota with the details on the weekend weather forecast after this.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer, plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
Join us for Jamestown's biggest parade.
And ring in the holiday season.
Watch the Jamestown Christmas Parade and Holiday Celebration right here on Facebook Live and WNYNewsNow.com.
See some of the city's biggest floats and the jolly man himself, Santa Claus.
Plus the annual Christmas tree lighting and this year's spectacular fireworks display.
Downtown festivities are presented by the Resource Center.
You can catch it all right here Friday, November 30th at 7 o'clock.
With coverage that matters. This is WNY News Now.
And too much of a good thing can be a bad thing, even for Fido. Sunshine Mills is recalling several varieties of dog food at manufacturers because they say it contains elevated levels of vitamin D. Now, affected brands include Evolve Puppy, Sportsman's Pride Large Breed Puppy, and Triumph Chicken, along with Rice Dog Food. The bags have a Best Buy date of November 1st of this year through November 8th of 2019. These products were distributed to retail stores across the country. Now, too much vitamin D can lead to kidney failure in dogs. Symptoms to watch for include vomiting, loss of appetite, increased thirst, and increased urination. A full list of those recalled dog foods is available on the Food and Drug Administration's website.
And life expectancy in the United States declined from 2016 to 2017. And according to a new report, the increase in 2 preventable causes is to blame. Meredith Wood has more.
A stark report from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Increases in drug overdose deaths and suicides caused life expectancy rates to drop in the U.S. in 2017. According to the CDC's National Center for Health Statistics, overdose deaths reached a new high in 2017, topping 70,000, almost quadrupling the rate from 1999. Also in 2017, the suicide rate increased 3.7% over the year before. This dropped the average life expectancy age from 78.7 in 2016 to 78.6 for those born in the U.S. last year. Even with these increases, the CDC says the top 10 leading causes of death last year remain unchanged. They are heart disease, cancer, unintentional injuries, chronic lower respiratory diseases, stroke, Alzheimer's, diabetes, the flu and pneumonia, kidney disease, and suicide. They account for almost 3/4 of all deaths across the country. Still, the CDC director says the increased number of those dying from preventable conditions should be a, quote, wake-up call for the whole country. For today's Health Minute, I'm Meredith Wood.
Meredith, thank you. Now, the CDC says a person born in the U.S. in 2017 can expect to live 78.6 years. That's a decrease of 0.1% from 2016.
And I want to just take one moment and talk about this, Matt, because we all know that suicide is a huge issue across the country, and I know there's a lot of people here at home trying to fight that, whether it be through the County Mental Health Association or through programs that are available. So I just want to tell anyone, if you have any thoughts or anything like that, just talk to somebody. It could be anybody.
Yes.
But just know that there's a saying, and I might get myself in trouble for this, but hopefully I have enough points to get me out. But, a wise person once told me, you haven't pissed off enough people yet in your life to end it. So please get some help if you're feeling a certain way. In some better news, the SUNY Fredonia cell biology professor, now this is some intense science here, folks, get ready, has made his mark in biology, and now in a popular television show, thanks to a former student, Dr. Michael Mentzner, who is a former student of Dr. Nicholas Quinek, works with the television show Grey's Anatomy. He recently reached out to Quinek to have him create a whiteboard for the show. Take a look. A whiteboard plots how to attack a cancer cell in the human body. Now, in the recent episode, Everyday Angel, aired on October 25th on ABC, this was in the background of one of the scenes. The whiteboard was visible for a whopping 12 seconds. The show is available right now for viewing on Netflix, Hulu, and ABC Go. I know a couple people who watch that very religiously. They love Grey's, as they call it. So,
are you one of them?
I'm not. I'm not a Grey's fan. I never have.
Are you close to somebody that it has?
I am.
I'm
close to somebody who
I
has.
like it.
So I did not get to see that episode, but I'm going to totally check it out on my Netflix because I'd love to see that whiteboard. It's kind of it's what his 7 seconds of fame, or however 10 seconds of fame. What did that say?
12 seconds.
12 seconds.
Close enough.
12 seconds of fame. Thank you. Kind of cute.
Hey, you know what? 10, 12, 15, congratulations. Either way, I mean, that is an impressive feat.
It is.
In and of itself.
And I think, unfortunately, Hollywood takes away some of the science of it. I think it's cool that they have, real life stuff.
Exactly.
Because really, you think about it, they probably could have just doodled on the whiteboard.
Oh, yeah.
Fine.
I think they do that with a lot of shows.
Right. But it's kind of cool that they had, a real feat in it.
Yes.
So, good for them. Coming up next, Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter. He's here with a look at our weekend forecast.
And later on, tonight is the Jamestown Christmas Parade. Details on the festive event when we come back.
Keep your car running smooth this winter at Express Bike and Auto, located at 1761 Foot Avenue Extension right here in Jamestown. They're your one-stop shop for all of your automotive needs. Looking for a new ride? Express Bike and Auto even sells vehicles. And guess what? Financing is available. What are you waiting for? Visit Express Bike and Auto at 1761 Foot Avenue Extension today.
Coming soon to downtown Jamestown, Pearl City Hops Restaurant and Tavern. The full-service restaurant will carry a wide array of craft brews, wines, and food pairings to make your taste buds sing. Enjoy breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week, including a Sunday brunch buffet. A truly one-of-a-kind experience coming soon.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first. First Defense Weather is sponsored by Quick Solutions of Jamestown. Count on Quick Solutions for printing, copying, mass mailings, and so much more. Part of your team. Learn more at QuickSolutionsUSA.com. That's QuickSolutionsUSA.com.
First Defense Weather, the Southern Tier's only live and local weather source. Now, here's Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter.
Hey you, welcome back to News Now at Noon on this chilly Friday as we take a live look at downtown Olean from the Sky Vision Camera Network. Traffic flowing pretty well around that roundabout, 31 degrees with no wind to speak of there in downtown Olean. Now, speaking about how cold it is, November has been cold, to say the least. This is a monthly calendar here with all the temperatures on it. The dates that are colored in turquoise are days that are below average. The orange is above average, and the gray means exactly at average. Yeah, all you need to do is look at this, and you can tell that November has been cold. Almost the entire month, minus 3 days out of the entire month, has been at or above average, or actually below average. Yeah, cold. There's a winter weather advisory in effect for Warren, Pennsylvania. This goes until the top of the hour, and this is for the potential for mixed precipitation that has the potential to freeze on the ground and create a layer of ice. So that'll go for about another half hour. If you're in Warren or you're traveling in Warren, be careful of that. News Now, Cam, you can see the clouds really socked in, and the flag really isn't moving. There's really no wind to speak of today, so that's good. It's 32 degrees at freezing. No wind means no wind chill. Feels like 32 degrees when you step outside. And but there will be the chance for a few more lighter snow flurries or lighter rain showers to go through. First Defense Doppler, absolutely nothing. Again, there may be a few little speckles of snow that's not being detected on the radar. It might be falling underneath the radar beam, but for the most part, it is dry. We kind of have a high pressure ridge that's moved off to our east, but even though we have high pressure around, there's a frontal boundary to our southwest, and that is what's going to bring us the chance for the scattered rain showers and snow showers throughout the day. So let's show that to you here on Future Scan. This is the short-term in-house model, and I want to take you through tonight to show you what's going to happen with the parade. Now, in a way, I don't really agree with what this model is spitting out, because really it's trying to paint this mixed precipitation kind of hovering over the area. I don't buy that. I think what's going to happen is a lot of this is going to move its way out to the east today, and it's going to be dry for the parade as we go throughout the time. Now, we have to switch the computer models to show you the rain that's going to come through over the weekend. This is the high-res version. You can see this is about midnight tonight. And then as we go throughout the day, the rain will start to influx the region from the southwest, and then it'll start to overspread the area. When you get into those yellows, that indicates the heavier amounts of rainfall. And tomorrow starts December. You'd think it would be snowing. Well, we're going to have rain to start off with that, with temperatures into the 40s, above average, and then that starts to clear out Saturday night with a few rain showers left over for Sunday. So how much rain are we going to pick up out of it? Not a huge deal. I think most areas should be around a half an inch, maybe around a half an inch around Jamestown and Dunkirk, also Olean, also out in that area as well. I don't expect a huge issue with this, but maybe about a half an inch of rain definitely possible by Sunday morning. So let's go zone by zone. First of all, we'll start at the lakeshore areas. I forgot which way I actually put this in. So we're going to start with the lakeshore first, and we're going to start here. Temperatures in the lower 40s, upper 30s. A chance for a wintry mix, otherwise cloudy throughout the day. Eastward we go here, lower mid 30s here as well, and maybe lower 30s around Little Valley, of course, in the valleys, and any precipitation. I'm ready for the weekend. Any precipitation will end as we go throughout the later part of the day. Future coming up, 7 days, 41 degrees to start December, and that's above average. 50 degrees Sunday. That's going to cause some snow melt, and so some of the snow that we've had will definitely start to melt away, and then temperatures into the 30s and knocked down into the 20s again for the first full week of December. No one will have sports, and hopefully he'll be able to talk better than I can right after this.
If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be. So won't you ride with me, see where this thing goes.
The Fitness Bunker in Lakewood is a locally owned and operated club that cares about your health and wellness. They invest in it. Right now, enter their 30-day challenge, where for only $69, you get 30 days of unlimited everything. That's right, everything, along with 2 one-on-one personal training sessions. Then, if you lose 10 pounds, you'll get the next month free. Plus, the first place winner will get 2 Buffalo Bills tickets or a $100 gift card. Details right now on the Fitness Bunker's Facebook page.
I just love to be with the dogs, and I like to do them one at a time. They don't wait for 5 hours in my shop. I have full groom, which includes everything from A to Z, nails, of course brushing, any trimming that needs to be done. I do offer teeth brushing, which is a little extra. So if he takes me 2 hours, it's $40. If he takes me 3 hours, I still keep it down. As long as the dog comes back happy and not at the door, I'm happy.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news. WNY Sports Now is powered by Phone Zone of Jamestown. With the largest inventory around, we buy and sell our own merchandise at a price that can't be beat. Have a broken screen? We'll fix it. Learn more at phonezoneshop.com.
Happy Friday, sports fans, and welcome back to News Now at Noon. I'm Norm Rodriguez with a look at sports. This afternoon, the junior varsity Falconer girls basketball team will be playing against the Cassadaga Valley Cougars. Falconer's varsity girls basketball team will also be playing against the varsity Cougars tonight. Jump ball for the JV game will be at 4:30. Varsities will start at 8:30. The Buffalo Sabres' 10-game winning streak was snapped Thursday night after losing 5-4 to the Lightning. Sam Reinhart scored 2 goals for the Sabres. Team captain Jack Eichel posted 2 assists. Lightning center Cedric Paquette scored the winning goal with under 6 minutes left. With this game, Buffalo and Tampa flip-flopped in the standings. Tampa is now in first in the Atlantic Conference with 37 points. Buffalo is in third with 36 points. Buffalo's next game will be tonight at 7 o'clock on MSGB against the Florida Panthers. Fans can also watch the game on the NHL app. On Sunday at 1 o'clock, the 4-7 Buffalo Bills will be playing against the 5-6 Miami Dolphins. Buffalo has won back-to-back games. Miami has lost 6 of their last 8 after a 3-0 start. With a win, the Bills will move up to second place in the AFC East. The game will be televised on CBS. Fans can also watch the game on NFL Sunday Ticket. Justin and Matt, back to you.
Awesome, Norm. We thank you as always. Exciting time for the Bills. They're going to the Super Bowl, right? Maybe not. No? Okay. That's the wrong story. Anyways, it is finally here, ladies and gentlemen. The Jamestown Christmas Parade and Holiday Celebration kicks off tonight right here in downtown Jamestown. Festivities start with We Speak Canadian. That'll be at 5 o'clock outside of City Hall, with the parade leaving the 3rd Street Bridge at around 6:20. Now, speaking with us earlier this week, Zach Agate, who coordinates the parade for the Jamestown Renaissance Corporation, said that he expects the turnout to come into the thousands tonight.
Kind of hard to take a number of how many we've had in the past with, it's not like a main entryway in, people come from everywhere, and they're everywhere. In our best guess, we're somewhere between probably 6,000 and 8,000, but who knows? We have enough street space that we'll support whoever comes.
Now, police are already reminding motorists that 3rd Street from Halleck Street east over to Prendergast Avenue will be closed at 3 o'clock. This year, Jeff Smith, he's the former executive director at the St. Susan Center and now the director of food services for Jamestown Public Schools, will be honored as the Grand Marshal. Smith started the St. Susan Summer Lunch Program which now serves over 40,000 lunches to kids in need. Also, to be on the lookout tonight for the state champion Jamestown Red Raider Marching Band that will be performing this evening. The Red Raiders won their 3rd state championship in the past 5 years. Now, if you don't want to watch the parade in person, you could always catch the excitement right here on WNY News Now, starting at 6 o'clock. Dakota and I will be emceeing the festivities. And Dakota, I know you were talking about earlier that you are a little tired from weather events this week, but you're going to have to get an espresso.
You know, especially this last winter storm. I mean, you know, actually, on my day off on Tuesday, I actually still was kind of working because I was still in my home office keeping tracking the whole thing.
They love that word.
Yes, we got to use the word every other sentence.
Yeah,
so.
no, you do an excellent job with weather. I know a lot of people. Al says you're funny. I'm like on a tangent right now about the Bills thing. That's funny. But
it's okay. We understand.
But yeah, you're always like working. So good job this week with weather. It was a little crazy with all that snow. So hopefully, though, Dakota, because I know a lot of people are looking towards the parade for tonight's forecast. Are we expected to get any more snow, or hopefully not rain? Because I know that was going to be an issue, Zach was saying.
Well, as of right now, it looks like that the majority of the day will be dry. There will be the chance for a light rain shower or maybe a light wintry mix before the parade actually starts. But then as we go throughout the night, it should be mainly dry. Temperatures kind of holding steady. So that's good. So what you wear when you walk out the door is what you can come home in. You don't need to dress in layers or change during the middle of the parade because it gets colder. So that's the good news with that. There's the quick solution 7-day. And hey, we will start December rather mild. Look at that. 50 on Sunday, both Saturday and Sunday. Snow melt is possible both days with rain. Probably about ½ an inch on Sunday, maybe less than, actually on Saturday, less than that on Sunday. And then temperatures go back down into the 30s and the 20s for the first full week of December.
So are we going to look at a lot of wind tonight, do you think, Dakota?
The winds will be rather light.
So
like what they are now.
Are you thinking fireworks then?
I'm thinking it.
Awesome. We're excited for that. Excited for our party, too.
I will bet my professional career there will be fireworks. If not, then I'm out of here. I'm gone.
All right.
Well, Dakota, hopefully we see you Monday after the parade. Of course,
I should learn to keep my mouth shut.
Stay up to date on the news all the time, 24/7 at WNYNewsNow.com. Here's another live look at the HD News Now cam. Our engineers pointed it down for you to see. This is where the parade will be rolling through. Again, catch all the action tonight at 6:30 is when we will start our broadcast. We'll have live cameras covering all of it here on WNY News Now. That is it for us today. Of course, we are back on Monday with News Now at noon. Have a great day and official kind of start to Christmas, gentlemen. You excited? Woo!
Jingle horse, pick up your feet, jingle around the clock. Mix and a mingle in the jingling feet. That's the Jingle Bell Rock.